port of Chittagong, is the biggest seaport in Bangladesh, situated by the estuary of the Karnaphuli River in Pattanga, close to the city of Chittagong in Chittagong district of Bangladesh, is a deepwater seaport commanded in terms of professional career in containerized fabricated items, particularly instant pieces of clothing, crude materials and to a lesser degree travelers. It is one of the two principal ocean port of Bangladesh. The vast majority of the fare and import of the nation are taken care of by means of this port. Window berthing framework was presented at the seaport, on August 6, 2007, empowering the ocean port to give the entry and takeoff time of all boats. 2 compartments at the port terminal are kept for possible later use in the event of crisis. Chittagong Port is essentially a compartment port, despite the fact that it likewise handles non-containerized mass load. In 2003, the port took care of around 3.8 million TEUs, 20-foot identical units, conveying global imports and fares. This represented 18% of U.S. containerized TEUs took care of by that country's seaports. Around 78% of the port's containerized load was inbound. Almost 2,800 vessels called at Port of Long Beach in 2003. Holder vessels were the most regular sort to call at the port, representing 48%. Around 27% of the calls were by tanker boats. China was the port's driving inception nation for imports by weight of shipments, trailed by Mexico and Hong Kong in 2003. China was the main destination for fares leaving Long Beach, trailed by South Korea and Japan. The main remote seaports for payload leaving or landing at Long Beach were Port of Hong Kong, China's Yantian, and South Korea's Port of Busan. In 2003, the top containerized imports were hardware, electrical gear, engine vehicles, attire, and toys, while the top fares were apparatus, plastics, electrical hardware, meat, and chemicals. In late years, the vast volume of Chinese products imported by the United States has made noteworthy blockage at the port, particularly paving the way to the Christmas season. This has prompted expanded air contamination from sitting still ships and prepares, which are a huge wellspring of diesel contamination in the Los Angeles basin. The reinforcement is because of a few bottlenecks, beginning with the compartment terminals, and after that the congested neighborhood turnpikes and railways. Endeavors to diminish port clog by presenting 24-hour port operations have experienced resistance from the holder organizations, shippers, organizations that get the products, unions, and nearby nationals.